Yo, what's up, guys? I'm here with Luxury Gaming sponsored player Koty and Jesse. Koty was able to take this deck to top cut. Unfortunately, you know, Jesse lost.
You guys saw what
on
happened.
stream. Yeah,
got robbed.
It happens. But we're gonna show off this really cool deck that Jesse actually originally came up with, and you know, kind of tested with us and showed us the goo.
We worked on it with it was me, Asala, Blake, Koty, and Christian Urena.
Yep.
I think that's pretty much everybody who has worked on it.
Yep.
A couple of people played it. Decent top rate. Christian got there as well. Different side deck though.
Yep.
I should have made it. He made it.
Exactly. So we're gonna be showing off the deck, which is pretty much Rose Adventure, I guess. Rose Synchro Adventure is what they called it.
Like, what do you want? Like based without the bricks.
I've been calling it like base 40.
I call it based without the
Base 40?
Yeah.
Based without
Base
the
40.
bricks. I don't like calling like flaming shit like that because it is like the deck list has grown a lot.
Yeah.
So someone said to call it sad.
What is
I
that?
did have it as that. Yeah. What was it? It was supposed to be. I don't remember what the acronym was for. I had it as sad.
Yeah, because
Adventure,
that's what they were doing.
Synchro, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they called it Destiny Adventure Synchro. I
That's the
think,
Adventure Synchro.
on the website.
That was cool. But anyways, before we get with the rest of the profile, any shout outs?
Yo, shout out Luxury, honestly.
Oh God, yes.
Like, IRL events are back. Like,
Yep.
I'm so hyped for IRL events. Like, it's so nice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I haven't like wanted to play the game at all until like IRL events came back.
Yep. And top the first YCS back. Let's go.
Exactly. You already know.
All right.
Yeah. That's about it.
Jesse, what about you? Anything?
Sorry?
Any shout outs for you?
Same thing. I already kind of did them
Same
all,
eagle?
I think.
All right. Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's get right into it.
Alright, so we played the best normal summon in the deck.
Yeah, this card is
honestly.
crazy.
Like, you open this card with like Rights or even just Griffin, like you just win.
This
You
plus
just
any
win.
monster on the field.
Yeah, it's so
Token collectors
good.
already on the field. Game.
Yeah, like this card is so good. And you play like this is the whole package.
Why is that a prank if you can something this?
Exactly. And like this card, I open this card more than this card though. This card always gets hit by Prosperity though, so it's fine. This card, I draw this card like at least twice a match.
This is fine. You're not right though. It still does the one card play. I did
Exactly.
a lot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you play a Striker Dragon. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, we play Striker Dragon for it just
Nice.
in case. But yeah, best normal summon in the deck. Honestly, we just want to find a way to like abuse this card the most. Next we have the Brave stuff, the 3 Enchantress, 2 Griffin, and let me pull out the Rights as well, like the whole engine. So, once again, this is a 40. Yeah, this is a 43 card list, and not 60 like most of the base decks. And we still decided to play the 2 Fateful Adventure and the 2 Wandering Griffin. Griffin was like really good because of how it synergizes with the Rose Dragons. You actually like kind of want to open this card. And the second Fateful Adventure, like this with the Rose Dragon as well, it's just another Griffin pretty much, so you can just go straight into Baron and then go into Birthday for free.
Because the deck doesn't have all the crazy combo stuff, you will go into grind games, and having the second Faithful can be a difference maker. But even just opening this and just getting the token, or this, just then with the Red Rose, it's not a full combo, but it's still more than enough, honestly, like a lot of the time.
Right, and like once you go past turn 1 as well, and you get the second Faithful, like it's actually really nice because we play Snow as well, so it's just more free cards to banish.
And when we get into DPE war, we have DPE plus now, so we'll always win.
Exactly, but yeah, this ratio was like perfect. Like I thought about cutting this down to 1, but after more testing, like the second one is just so good.
This, yeah.
It's
I
just
set
so
out
good.
like 1 Griffin and 1 Faithful going second versus like faster paced decks, but yeah.
Yeah, against the grind decks, you still keep it in going second. And then next we play the other engine of the deck. Another reason why we wanted to play this.
3 best engines in the game.
Exactly.
Rose Dragons, Brave cards, Destiny Heroes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why play all the other bricks? Play 3 best engines.
Exactly. Like that was the thought process, honestly. We just didn't want to play all the bricks, and we didn't want to play like 60 card piles.
This is broken. That's broken. This is super broken.
To be honest, it's like this first, then this, but they're both all 3 of us.
All 3 combinations is when it gets crazy.
Yeah, like
That's what Gunther did to me.
it's
Sag.
just so good. Like if you don't have at least 2 of these engines in your deck, like you're just probably not going to do well.
Yeah.
In a longer tournament.
Yep.
Next for our monsters, we decided to play 1-1 the Illusion of Chaos and Magician Souls. This was something that Jesse was going back and forth on. It was just really, really good because like, even though like you don't see this card every game, and we're not playing like something like Small World to search it or like prep. Even if you draw one of these like together, like it's just a free extender. We also play Herald, so if you draw the Red Dragon plus the Magician Souls, you can still make Herald. You can go Herald Fiber actually, and like the draw 2 is just free.
Oh, were you on Herald Fiber? I was making Riser and then bringing back Anacondas and on Snow DPE.
Yeah, that works too. That's that's another play as well. Like there's just a lot of different lines depending on what you're playing against, like what your hand's built for and all. And like, but yeah, just getting a free special summon extender, like especially since this is a dark, so you can make dark from your extra deck. Like it was actually like really, really good.
Something to note about this as well is without this, we didn't have any good dark targets to search when it dies or it gets like Ogre or DPE'd. It's kind of let me like when they did that, you can like push a little bit.
Right, yeah. So it just gives you a free extender that can potentially draw you cards as well, which was really nice. Snow.
God card.
The actual best card in the game.
Yeah, I love this card.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to play a deck with this card in it forever, and then Jesse like brought the idea of like this deck, and like I hopped on it immediately. I just wanted to play this card.
If you watch the feature, I'll list this card as the best card, or my favorite card in the game. It'll be very rarely, as long as it's still legal, that I won't be playing this card in the deck.
Yeah, because like in my feature too, like I destroyed the Shaddoll player with this card
It's
too.
so good.
Yeah, I love this card.
Yeah, can't wait to Brand Diffusion for that.
Oh, that sounds crazy.
Next we have hand traps. We played 15 hand traps in our main. It was a little bit more, but we decided to cut them for the souls.
Well, it was 13 to 16, leaning towards 16, then ended up 15. Yeah.
Yeah. So we played the 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Nib, 3 Ogre.
He's like the good 12 that I think most people are playing.
Yeah, these are the best 12. Yeah.
You have to play these hand traps.
This actually was shit for me against a lot of the mid-range stuff, but...
Really? I wish I drew this card more.
The games I lost that I went first, I bricked on multiples of these plus other crap.
That's fair. Yeah, I never drew multiples of these, like, during the tournament. But in testing, I drew a lot.
3 nibs 3 times this time, and it's so frustrating.
Holy shit. I see why you hate that card.
I don't hate it. I'm still happy I played it.
And then the other hand traps that were, like, the last ones to include were the 2 Imperm, and we made 1 Token Collector.
For Riser.
Yeah, we can send this off Riser depending on what we're playing against. Also, we already have access to Snow. Yeah. Then we just send Token Collector.
There's also one important line. So if you already have the Snow because you have Foolish or you drew it, you can Helk on their turn, and you need a level 4 target in your deck to make a level 7 Synchro with this plus Riser. And there just isn't, like, besides Celestial, and you're not sending Celestial off Riser. So this gives you something to send, which also has an effect. So if you want to make level 7 Synchro, that's what you have to do. The alternative is you play a level 8 Synchro, which you cannot make any other way. And you can send the chances off Riser. We figured just play this instead. It's a good card to draw. Like, I sided this in every time going first was a brave deck. This is normal summoning to make Anacondas, high value.
Yeah. Also, there was one time where I sent a Veiler off my Riser, and I had this. And they have Enchantress and Grave, so they couldn't do it. Yeah, and make Baron on their turn.
That's fine as well.
Like, this was like a lot of cool things to do.
Just removal is typically better right now than negation.
Yeah, and every deck's playing Brave. If you're not playing Brave cards in your deck, we're winning anyway, so... Imperm was also shit for us this weekend. Like, I cited this out.
It was very meh.
I think it was awful for me. Like, I cited this out like every.
Is it because it's not a monster, or what do you think it was?
So the issue is you can't normal summon. It's one thing.
Yeah.
But also, like, when you're comboing your hand traps together, you can't combo these together. You can't combo this both sides of Gamma, and you can't combo this with Nib. Like, what's really important about Veiler is after you Nib them, you're Veilering the Anaconda. And that's like a big thing you're losing out with this.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I don't even know what we would swap it for, but
I want a little more hand traps in, or just more utility cards for going second.
Maybe droplets.
We talked about droplets. Being it.
You guys were considering
Crow is a little conditional. Phantasme is like really just prank it, but kind of like really leaning into mid-range stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's it for those. And then we have one-ofs. We have Call By. This card's insane. We have another Enchantress.
Or Snow.
Or Snow.
Or Snow, yeah.
Collector very early.
And the last card we played Prosperity.
I really loved being able to play this card. Honestly,
this card is crazy.
It's just so strong.
Yeah, I haven't seen a deck play that. I haven't seen a deck play this card in forever.
No one's playing it.
Honestly.
It's just so good. Yeah, they're so low right now because no one's playing it. This card is just so good.
Exactly. Like every time I opened this card,
I felt confident. I would always be like looking at drawing my hand like it sucks. I have pot. Okay, I'm like I can at least play.
Because like every time like I would use pot, I would either get to the red rose or rides or call by.
Or Fusion Destiny.
Or Fusion Destiny. Yeah. Like it takes you 6 cards. Yeah. Like. For free, like it's insane. Because
there's not all these bricks like Despot and Merriman. It also means you're not playing those like attached extra deck monsters to go with it. So we can play a lot of random flex spots, like you mentioned, Striker Dragon, which you come up rarely enough, just throw it away very easily.
Yeah, that's the main deck so far.
Also, I think people don't really ash this, so you can easily grab Red Rose, and then like it's really hard to ash Red Rose after you like synchro it off. It's like so neck. Yeah.
And like you can always chain block the red rose as well with the
if you don't need to discard the Draco back, you just hold this so you can go like chain block the red rose. If you have the riser as well, that one's nice. You go chain 1 riser, chain 2 red rose, chain 3 this.
Exactly.
Oh, crazy. Yeah.
I got a snow to DP online, nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
Yeah. But I didn't really have any problems with the main deck except for the imperms really.
Nice.
This weekend.
43 cards?
Yeah, 43.
Bro,
What pack?
40 cards though, bro? What do you mean?
I'm trying to play hand traps, alright? I'm trying to play hand traps in my deck.
Koty always swears about 40,
To be fair though, compared to pretty much everyone else, this is a lot less.
This is basically a 40 card deck.
Yeah, this is basically 40 because, I don't know, every time I would sit down for a round, I would see at least like 10 60 card decks like beside me. And it just felt like the deck was just better because we just see our actual good cards. Yeah, same. I also
there are some bad matchups, but it's mostly fine and they're rogue.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. Let's go into the extra deck?
Yeah, we'll go to the extra deck.
God card.
Yeah, God card. You need to play this card no matter what you're playing.
Prosperity, right?
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
I'm token.
Link Spider for the Brave token.
Or if you get nipped.
Yeah, or you get nipped so you can make Verte. Striker Dragon because of the Rock Swords play if you open it.
Yeah, also, Striker, bring back in.
Also, if anything, it's a free card for
throw
snow.
Throw it away for snow. Yeah, if you want your playing. Yeah. And then lets you settle. You can throw away the Hulk, throw away the Striker, and you get the double snow plus DP plus like Riser sync on their turn and.
Yeah, because like to be honest, like most of this extra deck is just flexible.
You throw away.
Yeah, you can just dump it for
the good utility synchro or link monsters, and then like 2 boss monsters, 2 right?
Yeah.
Or 3 I guess Baron. Sure.
Yeah.
Baron DP access code.
Link monsters are the problem of Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's all you need. Well, it's the generic monsters to be honest. Because everything here is so flexible.
Yeah, everything's like very flexible. Like there's like only like what 10, 11 cards that we needed to play.
Yeah, I think banishing 5 is so easy. Offense just 6.
Yeah, it just depends on your hand every time. Next we play 2 Verte.
37. Once again, Yugioh 37 will be starting.
I hate you. Anyways, so we play 2 Verte because there's a lot of times where this would just get stopped, and then we would need to make another one like on a follow-up turn.
Specifically,
or like if you just summon this into a DP, it gets popped, and then you can make another one. This usually gets banished off Prosperity anyway, the second one. So yeah.
If you went for 6, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I went for 3 the entire weekend.
I did when I already had like right and like hand. If my hand was like good and I was good with literally any card that wasn't a brick, I was doing 3.
Okay, yeah. That I always went for 6 because I was never that fortunate. So how this card's crazy. This card gets banished off Prospel a lot too.
I didn't manage it as much as I should have. I kept thinking about it and like chickening out, but I should have done it more. It bridges your entire deck together because it gets you to your attributes here, it gets you to Celine with Veiler, and it gets you to Red Rose if you open up like Enchantress plus right plus a tuner, because then you can keep up the Griffin and you can feel safe.
Yeah,
and this gets Red Rose from deck, like, which is so insane. Also, you get to end on Ogre too sometimes, and then turn this into a Riser if your hand's like pretty bad.
Because this card is basically any Charmer, these 2 Charmers.
Yeah, it's either of these. And like, I'll be honest, these are like the best utility cards in the extra
deck. I'm playing this card. This card's nuts.
Yeah, this card's actually nuts. I want to play a third one. Not of lineup, but like a third Charmer, like a third attribute, either like maybe Wind or Water, or like a second Dark.
The Charmers are so strong.
Yeah.
I love this Construct Snow. when it dies.
Yeah, this can search. It can search
When you get into,
Nib.
like, really weird. Yeah, and when you get into the grind game, I feel like I'm never switching Nib off this. When you get into like the grind game, and like they think they're fine, and then you have like 30 cards in your grave, and they kill it, and you get a snow.
Yeah,
And
it's
like,
just
don't
so
know
nice.
what to do. Yeah.
That's your grind game right there. Summon lineup pass. Celine because
It's like you bring back the ogre every turn.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
It's so good.
and then like Celine, it goes with the Charmers, or like all three of these cards get you to Celine. Like
Yeah.
all the Charmers and the Fiber just get you to Celine.
What a lot of people don't know about this card is the quick effect. So you can use it on your opponent's turn. Oftentimes you can leave this up with the snow in your grave, and you can snow. And one of the plays you can do is instead of, if you open up like right red rose, you can add Enchantress instead of Griffin. Summon the Enchantress, normal red rose, and then make Riser. You get Veiler, you make Baron there. If you don't, you can chain block with Fateful, so you put the nothing gets ogred. You get guarantee the snow engraved, which is really important through several hand traps, and then it's like just a wrap. You get the red rose out, and then you can go Anaconda, but this doesn't come up there. But what happens is when you draw Fusion Destiny, is you don't need to go Anaconda, so you'll go Helk into Celine, leaving up the Celine and the Riser, and then you can bring back the snow, book a monster, sync for one of your 7s, snow again, and you still have the DPE.
Yeah.
Which then can pop the snow
like,
again.
It looks
Yeah.
like it's simplistic, but like that's 5 monster removals or whatever. That's really
Yeah,
hard
Celine is
to deal
crazy.
with.
For no reason at all. And then like, because whenever I summon this, like I get an average of 6 counters, so 2 uses out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing it both ways turns is nice.
Yeah, it's just like, this card is like really underrated. And then the access code, because I'm trying to kill people, you know.
Yeah.
And then the rest are synchros. Since we're playing Souls, we're playing Herald. It's not like that important,
You
but
mentioned a lot. I feel like it doesn't come up unless you open Souls, right?
yeah, it's only for Souls. We
Yeah.
don't play any other level 1 non-tuners in the deck.
Yeah, this was last minute edition. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think I ever used it, but
Like
it's to have there in case.
there was like 5 cards that we may have wanted over this, but like
They were all fringe.
yeah, exactly. Probably the best synchro in the extra deck.
I love that card. I thought about playing. That's like one of the other cards to consider as the second one to use.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Maybe a second Riser, because I did want another one like
Yeah, when you
a
like
couple
leave,
times.
have this plus health, you can just leave it like there, or you have to use this for health. Yeah, it's just cool.
Yeah, this card is very, very good.
I prefer the other one.
Really? You prefer the Black Rose instead?
Yeah.
Wait, why?
I just love nuking the field. Oh, I got so upset. I could have. I messed up for somebody. I had an Anaconda in the grave and I banished it for snow. But if I just left it in the grave, I could have used its effect on a Brave token to kill him.
Oh, that would have been insane.
Yo, I had a situation like that too, but I did have to banish the Anaconda.
I didn't have to. I just didn't realize.
Yeah.
Because I had to snow in his turn. But I had an ogre in hand, so I should have realized that was going to be my play. I still won the game, but it would have been a sick play.
Also,
2011 vibes.
also, whenever Despia comes out, this card just destroys Despia. Like, this card absolutely destroys that deck.
He says anything. I'm joking.
Yeah, you can just really
Ask
get a synchro on your
Andres.
opponent's turn.
And then Baron.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted another level 10, but like there was also like there's a lot
Was
of
it Chinging?
times
The
like
big Chinging, maybe?
it was Chinging at the time, but that's what the Herald became. But I did this like 3 times where I would negate on my turn. I would bring back I'd bring back Griffin from my grave, and then Riser and make it this again.
So wait, I don't
This
know
came up-
what's wrong with it though. Why can't you just? So that's mine. You can use it again.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just saying it actually came up a lot this weekend
Yeah.
instead of like making like
You don't need
something
another
else.
10 for that.
Huh?
Yeah, but then so why do you need another 10?
You don't need another.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just a really cool like interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that you can do. And then like I said earlier, like I send a Veiler and make my Riser level 6, and then synchro with like Snow or Token Collector into this. But yeah, that's the extra deck. Like we said, like 11 of the cards are like important, but like 4 of them or something like that, like they can be interchangeable.
The main 2 flex spots like Herald and Striker Dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and then like, after that was like second Anaconda. Spider's like not even crazy important. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the most part. Yeah, I thought the extra deck was fine this weekend, and then the side deck. We play Gamma and Driver. This is the best hand trap going second, it feels like. But like we can't main it because if we go first, like it's just not good. We can't do anything with it except like turn it into fiber.
So I was trying it originally, main decking it, and it's like fine because oftentimes you can Enchantress or Pot, and sometimes it gets ashed. But like also when you open up like these hands full of hand traps and you just end on DPE, you clear your own field and it's live again. So it's not terrible.
It's not awful, but
it can be some of that.
Yeah.
It can be a contributor to your breaks.
Like, whenever I would side this in, I would see a lot of times where it would just get stuck in my hand, and I wouldn't be able to like draw with Celestial as well.
I never had that. I mean, it happens. It's part of the reason why you kind of want to go first, I guess.
Yeah, but it's still like the best hand trap going second though. We played one collector in the side. This was like one of the iffy cards we were thinking about in the side deck because we wanted to play 3 of this.
We had like 5 cards going between the main side and like seeing if we could fit more in maybe. We didn't want to up the deck count obviously too much because then you don't draw the insane cards.
Yeah.
And it was like a 3rd crossout or a 3rd collector. And we, yeah.
We didn't play those, but we were trying to like fit in more because we played like overall from the main and the side, we played 2 and 2. Where it could have been like 3 of this or 3 of this, and then just maybe cut this completely and play like a better one-up or something. But yeah,
this was really good for me though.
Yeah, this was actually like really good.
The card is really good.
Yeah,
it's just I didn't know how. I didn't want to overdo the going first stuff, and it's like fine going second, but it's not crazy.
Yeah. Did you ever side in 1 gamma?
No.
With this, I did it once.
I feel like there's always better stuff. I'm not trying to draw that card. I just feel like if I get I side out the imperms with this. And Asala was arguing, but what if I have imperm? Like, dude, if they imperm me, it's so rare no one's playing it. Often just low impact, and I'll just cross out the right anyway, and they'll feel stupid.
Yeah. Because that's another thing about this card. Like, you can also just hit the Brave cards.
Yeah.
Card draw Fusion Destiny too. Like, so many crazy cards.
Yeah. Like, this card was actually really good. I kind of wanted 3, but I saw it enough for 2.
I don't know what we could have done. I mean, like, it's if you take the imperms out for these, but maybe they're worse going second. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like those a couple of cards that we just don't know about. We don't have definite like answers. And then we play like the auto win plunder cards. Like you send this off Riser, you get Zombie World for free. It's also not awful against like dragons.
Yeah, I ended up not siding in against dragons, but
yeah,
I felt like I was good enough because then I kind of struggles with removal, and I felt like ending no DP just got there.
Exactly. Like we just needed something for the plunder matchup. That was just the auto win, and like this card is
2 spots for a huge swing in win percentage.
Yeah, like I played 1 plunder matchup this weekend, and I drew it both times.
Oh, I didn't play plunder at all.
Like I don't know. Like I would consider this like a staple in this.
I think especially with Despia coming in too, it should be a staple because Despia is going to fusion this. This is like really good right now.
And then for our last cards, we sided the droplets, and we played Cosmic. So this was like a lot of different cards, but for prank cards, we would actually side out like most of our hand traps and then put in cards like this and just try to like beat the board instead of like stop them from making the board because they'll still be able to just get the DP.
It's so hard to stop them from making the field effectively. So you side out like honestly, put in these and like I put in 1 or 2 crossouts and then the gammas.
Yeah.
I was putting in 1 crossout because that's what I had space for.
Okay,
and then siding a lot of hand traps, and then you hope to see 2 of like Called by, Ogre, 1 of these, and then the rest of your cards are just like Rights and Fusion Destinies.
Yeah.
And because they're gonna be scared of your 15 hand trap deck, they're not gonna like over push. They end on like the Butler and a Griffin, and you just need a 2-card combo, Cosmic, Ogre, and then you can play kind of just as if you're going first and you're fine. So it was like kind of, it's like not super intuitive, but it worked well for us. Because like the alternative before is lean even heavier into that and play super polys or cherries for prank kids. But this was good.
Yeah, I thought this was really good this entire weekend. Like this card actually overperformed for me this weekend. Like
I knew that card would be good.
Yeah. I expected a lot of mine decks, like decks that would play mine because of the PPG last weekend, and like don't know. I didn't get mined once, but like I drew this card a lot.
Like,
It was really good.
I know I lost in time, partially because of Cosmic. I mean, I should have won, but Cosmic is really good. Like, I'm good in that spot as well.
And like you're already like discarding cards from like Faithful and stuff, so like I feel like this was better than Twin as well.
Absolutely, this is better. I don't want to have anything to discard. It's literally just Enchantress.
Exactly. Like we want a 1-for-1 and then like grind you with like snow and stuff. So, but yeah, that's the deck though.
Awesome, guys. Congratulations to Koty and awesome.
Pity for me.
I know, pity for you, Jesse. Unfortunately, we'll see you in more top cut appearances for sure.
I'm
so
sure.
it should be all right, to be honest. But always, guys, as always, shout out to Luxury Gaming. Check out all the information in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.